but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Time with David Montgomery, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's third down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
10 at the 29-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Under 10, under 10, 10. You got tape, you got tape, you got tape.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
McKenzie now to return it. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Check that.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. And we got you.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 47-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Bears nothing.
On second down, it's Gibson. Given free on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down.
On springs free, Montgomery loses it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There he goes, right side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Justin Hopkins on 40.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard
Montgomery. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He was brought down.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Right here, right here. Check 24, check 24.
And they give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
18 Cardinal. Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Right here. Check 99, check 99.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
16 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And some room to work. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards, a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
57 is the mic. Mark 57.
They'll set up to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, defense, let's go. 57 is the mic. 57.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, what's the ball? 57's Mike. Mike 57. 18 Madden. No game. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. On the return, it's McKenzie. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check 31. Check 31. Shit.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
On second down now. It's Gibson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Ball carrier.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, 58 is the mic. Ball 58 is the mic. Hurt. You got nothing. Undercrush, undercrush.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Good.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Switch, switch.
Now a give, right side. Gibson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check, 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 check. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
3 brings up third and 11.
Now back to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Second and goal at the 10-yard line.
58 to Mike. Switch up, switch up. 58, right over there, yeah, yeah. Mike, 58.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes this Washington 42. Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
At the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Must 56. Must 56. Check, 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 check.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Bears.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go. Mike, 56, Mike, 56. Ready? Kill. Deuce.
Back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Their 49-yard line.
Team on the box. Cut 19. Cut 19. 58, the Mike. I'm trying to collect. 58, boys, 58.
Second and 9 now. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 51 yards. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Cohen now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
31's the Mike. Don't say nothing.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Out of the gun now on third down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. To return is McKenzie. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Washington on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 57.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Right there. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Check 43.
They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Justin Hopkins for the Washington field goal.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
52.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Uncorks one for Davis. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, it's Gibson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's Tressway now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Washington, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.